In today's busy world, things move really fast. Technology keeps improving and we're always connected. Because of this, managing our time well has become super important. There's so much information coming at us all the time and we get lots of notifications. On top of that, work, family, and social stuff keep pulling us in different directions, making it hard to stay focused and get things done. One of the biggest reasons for this time management problem is all the digital gadgets and the internet. We get tons of emails, updates on social media, and instant messages constantly popping up, trying to get our attention throughout the day. Make Time addresses this issue by presenting a system designed to help people make time for what they value most. Number 7. Highlight. In this amazing work, the authors completely changed how we think about managing our time by introducing a powerful idea called the highlight. They believe that effective time management isn't about doing many things at once, or trying to do as much as possible every day. Instead, it's about identifying one important task each day. That's the highlight. The highlight just isn't any task. It's one that really matters to you and is connected to your goals and dreams. By choosing this special activity, you can make sure that your efforts each day are focused and meaningful. In today's busy world, with so many things competing for our attention, sticking to your highlights helps you stay on track and know where you're headed. Following the highlight method brings a wonderful feeling of accomplishment and satisfaction because it encourages you to put your energy and skills into what truly matters to you. It also eases the stress of having a long list of tasks to do, bringing more balance and control to your life. When people include the highlight concept in their daily routines, they experience a big positive change in how productive and happy they are. This innovative approach helps them shape their days to match their long-term goals while staying focused on the present moment. Number 6. Laser Mode. The authors have a special method called Laser Mode to help people deal with the highlight more effectively. Laser Mode is about being super focused on the task at hand, like a laser beam cutting through everything else. The main idea is to be really productive and do high-quality work. To use Laser Mode, you need to set up an environment that helps you concentrate deeply. This might mean finding a quiet place without distractions, turning off digital devices that can interrupt you, and deciding on a specific time to really focus on your work. By doing this, you can fully immerse yourself in what you're doing without being disturbed. Adopting Laser Mode also means training your mind to be fully present and engaged with the task. This intense level of concentration helps you understand things better and be more creative in solving problems. Laser Mode is not just about being productive in the moment. It can have long-term benefits too. By regularly using this method, you can improve how you manage your time, become more disciplined, and enhance your thinking abilities. As you get used to being in the flow state, you'll feel a greater sense of accomplishment and satisfaction with your work. Number 5. Reflect. The authors talk about how thinking about how we use our time is super important for getting better at managing it. When we take the time to look back and see how we spent our day, we can learn a lot about our habits and routines. This self-reflection helps us figure out if we are spending too much time on things that don't really matter, or if we are doing things that waste our time. The book gives us practical advice on how to do this daily reflection effectively. They suggest setting aside a few minutes at the end of the day to think about what we did and what we achieved. We can ask ourselves questions like, did I do the most important thing I wanted to do today? What things distracted me and made me less productive? Was I really focused when I worked on my main task? By doing this reflection regularly, we start noticing patterns in our behavior. With this knowledge, we can make better choices about how we use our time. We can create a schedule that fits our goals and values. And we can stop doing things that waste our time. Number 4. Busy Bandwagon. In today's busy world, many people think that being successful means doing a lot of tasks or working long hours. But this book suggests a different way of thinking. It tells us to question the real value and purpose of the things we do every day. The authors believe that many of the things we fill our time with are just distractions and don't really help us reach our long-term goals or make us happier. They say we should focus on the important tasks that match our values and objectives. These important tasks are called highlights. By doing these meaningful tasks, we can make progress towards our goals and feel more satisfied with our lives. The book also addresses the problem of being too busy all the time. It encourages readers to look closely at their daily routines and see which behaviors make them unnecessarily busy. It gives practical tips to reduce distractions, like setting limits on technology use and organizing our schedules to have more time for important things. Ultimately, Make Time helps us take control of our schedules and make smart choices about how we use our time. By questioning the value of always being busy and focusing on meaningful activities, we can become more productive and lead more fulfilling lives. Number 3, distracting behavior. The book is really good at showing us common things we do that distract us from important work. It also gives us helpful ways to stop these distractions from affecting us. In today's world, with so much technology around us, it's easy to get distracted. The book talks about how using our phones too much can be a big problem. It suggests simple ways to manage phone use, like picking certain times to check messages and turning off notifications when we don't need them. The book always says it's important to set clear boundaries to protect our work time. By telling people when we are available and when we need to focus, we can avoid unnecessary interruptions. Another thing the book talks about is multitasking. It's a common idea that doing many things at once makes us more productive, but the book says it's not true. Instead, it suggests focusing on one thing at a time, which can help us do better and feel more accomplished. By showing us these distractions and giving us practical solutions, Make Time helps us take control of our attention and be more productive. When we limit or get rid of distractions, we can have more time and space to do important work, be creative, and grow personally. This can lead to a happier and more meaningful life. Number 2, designing your day. The authors understand that life can get really busy and full of distractions, so they suggest being mindful of how we manage our time to have meaningful days. One important tip they talk about is time blocking. This means setting specific times for different tasks or activities. By doing this, we can concentrate on what's most important and not feel overwhelmed. Time blocking also helps us find a good balance between work and free time. The authors also emphasize the value of creating a daily schedule that aligns with our goals and values. When we structure our day around meaningful tasks, we avoid being busy with things that don't matter much. This not only makes us more productive, but also gives us a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction. Besides time blocking and scheduling, the book offers other useful techniques like setting time limits for certain activities, taking breaks from technology, and learning to say no to things that aren't really necessary. These methods help us take charge of our time and energy, focusing them on things that truly matter to us. By applying the techniques from Make Time, we can break free from constant busyness and concentrate on activities that bring personal growth and happiness. Whether it's pursuing hobbies, spending time with loved ones, or advancing in our career, the book guides us to make thoughtful choices about our daily life and prioritize what truly matters most. Number 5, find and focus in a digital world. The authors Knapp and Zeratsky talk about how technology affects our lives. They say that too much technology can distract us and waste our time. Things like social media and email can interrupt us all the time and stop us from doing important things. To solve this problem, the book gives practical ideas for using technology better. One idea is to set specific times for using things like email and social media, instead of letting them interrupt us whenever they want. This way, we can control when we use technology and when we focus on other things. The book also suggests taking breaks from technology on purpose. By unplugging from our devices at certain times, we can think better and be more creative. The authors also say that we can use technology to help us be more productive. By using apps and tools that help us stay focused on our important tasks, we can make technology work for us instead of against us. In short, Make Time says that technology is important, but we need to be careful about how we use it. By setting boundaries, taking breaks, and using technology wisely, we can take back control of our time and attention. This will help us have a more balanced and fulfilling life every day.